All right, guys, welcome to episode 10 of Pardon the Dashboard. I'm your host, Sergeant Merrill, along with my co-host, Sweat, also known as Ben. And both of us are we're kind of fighting off a fanboy moment here because our guest today is a huge inspiration to a lot of different commentators because he has a very wide range of abilities, from in-depth guides to entertaining live commentaries, and we are very pleased to have him on the show tonight. Please welcome Onslaught, also known as Mike. Mike, why don't you take a second to tell us about your channel and maybe what people can expect from you in the near future?
What's up, guys? I mean, that intro was kind of humbling. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be here. I've seen, ever since you approached me, I think I saw the first Pardon the Dashboard, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was just the quality and stuff that you put into the video that you end up posting on YouTube was just, it just blew me away, the production quality. So I was like, dude, yeah, I'm more than happy to jump in here with you guys whenever you want. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. My channel is nothing. I mean, I'm a YouTube commentator. I post. The thing with me is this is totally just a hobby. Everybody comes to YouTube and approaches commentating from different perspectives. Whether it's to make money to pay bills, whether it's a release from daily stresses, whether it's they just want to be part of something bigger than what they are, I guess, at home, what they want to be a part of a community. So I approach YouTube as just a hobby. It's something fun. Anything else that I get out of that is just an added bonus, So everything on my channel is just what I want to put up there. I'm not really forced to put up anything. I post everything from Magic the Gathering card games to in-depth Black Ops like tutorial videos to live commentaries to just whatever I feel like doing at the time. If I don't feel like posting a video, then I just don't post a video.
That's one of the things I really appreciate about your channel is the saying would go, you're a jack of all trades but master of none. But it doesn't feel that way. It really feels like whatever direction you really go to, you're really kind of perfecting that direction. And so, I mean, I'm sure I speak for a lot of people. You have been the inspiration why I started. Like, it started with me and a bunch of military guys sitting in the office and watching on YouTube. And I was like, you know what, this looks like fun. I'd like to do it too.
Yeah, it is, man. It's honestly, it's a great community to be part of. It's something that I'm honestly proud of. Even like hanging out with my real life friends, it's something that I'll bring up in conversation just because, I'm proud of being a part of this, so it's been a great experience. I've been around it for about a year. I haven't been in it as long as, a lot of the other bigger guys, but it's a blast. It's a fun community to just be around and to watch grow. So,
yeah, one of the things I wanted to get into here was you started out with your field stripping series, and that really, I think, catapulted you. But in the past couple months, I've seen you do this kind of transition into live commentaries and pretty much anything having to do with live commentaries, and they've been great. And I think they've been received a lot better than other live commentaries. What do you think are the benefits of somebody doing a live commentary rather than a regular commentary?
A live commentary is all about it's a lot more about building a different type of relationship with the viewer. It's a more genuine or more real, I think, experience that the viewer actually has with you, the commentator, because especially with like a live gameplay commentary, I mean, everything is just kind of on the spot, nothing's rehearsed, and people get to see your real life reactions, and from time to time, they'll see my frustrations, they'll hear me laugh at things that I think are just a joke. They'll hear me say just stupidly retarded things just because I don't go back and, edit it out because it is live and it is what it is, So I think the real appeal behind it is that they don't even really care what you're doing as far as the gameplay. They just want to hear, the real you. And I guess if you have the type of personality that people enjoy just listening to, then they're entertained. They'll spend 10 or 15 minutes with you a day. And that's something that really means a lot to me. People watching, especially when I did the Road to Commander series, there were so many videos that were all so long. I think every video was, 10, 15, even 20 minutes long. And it really means a lot to me if people sit down and watch a video that's 15 minutes long and decide to vote that time to them, that time to me, I guess. Because today, with the way life is, I mean, there's so much going on. For somebody to give me 15 minutes out of their day, that means a lot. And I think live comms really, they've helped me kind of build that relationship with my subscribers.
Well, I think you hit the nail right on the head when you said the personality, though, because I've listened to live comms with some people who don't have that it factor. They'll sit there and it'll be a 5-minute video, it'll be a 15 or 20-minute video, and it's just not. Their voice or the way they interact with the game or interact with you is just not there. You just don't feel it. And I think you do a great job of it. And it's something I even worry about just because of me recording my regular commentaries, my ability to, or inability to stop saying and just those natural pauses I struggle with. So I don't know how I would transition that into live comms because, to be honest with you, I'm still trying to figure out why I can't get it done with my computer as we speak. But personality is a huge part of it, man, and I think you do a great job of it. I think there's very few people that can really pull off live comms. I mean, everybody wants to do live comms, and everybody has a way to do them or to make them unique. But personality is such a huge part of it, and I think that's easily why you've had the most success with it.
Yeah, and I think it also comes down to multitasking, and I do that just about as well as a goldfish. So live comms are really difficult for me.
Oh, don't worry. I hear that from my subscribers all the time. I guarantee you there will be 2 or 3 sentences that I will not finish in every single live comm. I'll be like, look, this is a really good spot. This is how you make it work. And oh, wait, hold on. All right, I got this guy. All right, so now we're going to go capture B. I do that all the time, and people comment. But that's something else that's part of the appeal to it. People. My live comms are kind of known for me going off topic and not finishing sentences and stuff like that. And live comms for me are honestly, they're easier for me to do than a normal commentary. When I do a normal commentary, there's just something about it where I feel like it has to be perfect. So yeah. I'll literally, when I first started commentating, my first, 50 videos, I would literally spend, if it was a 10-minute video, I would spend probably 2 to 3 hours working just on the commentary. And it was just something that, because I'm so particular, especially when I'm doing editing and stuff, I'm really particular about how clean and how aligned everything is. And with live comms, for some reason, I'm just able to just, go with the flow. I don't worry about it because it's a live comm. It kind of makes me feel okay that it's not perfect. But with a normal rehearsed commentary, for me, they're just really hard to do. I mean, I have the same problem. I'll say and I'll kind of just not complete sentences the way they should be completed and stuff during a normal commentary, and that's something that I always end up just having to redo it. So,
well, you might not finish 2 sentences an entire time. I'd be surprised if I finished 2 sentences the entire live comm. But let's move to Magic, Magic the Gathering, and this is something that you've started posting a lot of. And I'm going to let you and Merrill take this because I know Merrill has been talking about his days of playing in the lunchroom and when it was actually a card game.
Hey,
not
we were
just
not supposed to talk
card
about
game
that
on the
okay.
Xbox. It was a card game.
I was supposed to add on top of that I was also first string wrestling and football. So if you make fun of me, I'll kick your fucking ass. Okay?
Oh, really? I never played those card games. You have to show me how to play those as well.
Well, it's just like on Xbox Live. Only the more rich you are, the better you are because you can buy the better cards. But what got you into Magic, man? Because people are digging this, and it's a card game, and that's just something that you really wouldn't see popular on YouTube. What do you think?
No, and even there are other channels on YouTube that have posted Magic videos for a while from the online game, and they've messaged me recently saying, wow, I can't believe what you've done. We've had so much new traffic to our channel because there are more people looking for Magic videos. And I think it was one of the top 10 sellers or whatever on the Xbox Live Arcade for the past couple months or whatever since we started posting those videos. But what happened is went out to PAX East. For those of you that don't know, it's Penny Arcade Expo. It's kind of like they introduced new and upcoming games that are going to be coming out on all different platforms, everything from, Xbox to PC stuff. Anyway, out there, along with all the video game stuff, they had Magic the Gathering that they were promoting. There were people actually playing the real card game. They were giving away free, I guess they're called starter decks. Is that right? Just like the basic deck?
You buy the starter decks. They're about, I can't even remember how much money. But yeah, it's like your standard deck.
Yeah, so myself, Mercaderka, Bash, and Trevor, we went back and forth to all the different Magic booths and ended up getting like 4 or 5 packs a piece because we were like, look, we'll just get a bunch of these cards and we'll see what we can do with them. Merc is like an amazing Magic player. Bash says he knows how to play Magic. I've never played with him other than like the card game. But so we played a couple times like the real card game, just messing around there at PAX East. Got back, Hutch, APO Fisher, and Dunkus all had the Xbox Live Arcade game. I downloaded it, started playing with them, and then one thing led to another. We played a few games, and we're just cracking up, cutting the shit back and forth. And then somebody was like, look, somebody should record this, post it up. I was like, I'll do it. And one thing led to another. So it kind of became a weekly series, so to say. But it's not really something we try to force. I haven't posted a video this week because we just all haven't gotten together and played. There's been other stuff going on. So it'll kind of happen when it happens. And I think that's something else that, has helped that series go. It's definitely something that's just kind of spur of the moment. We just throw it together and have fun.
And again, I really think it's the personalities that make this great. I mean, to me, it just reminds me of a bunch of guys sitting around a table having a beer and just giving each other shit. And you just have a game to watch on top of it. So that's really what's made it popular. I think if just 2 kind of, generic people or 4 generic people tried to do this kind of video, it would not be a success. You do not have Apple Fisher's his little voice that he does. That's hilarious. And
Civic Wayfinder entering the battlefield. He's amazing.
It's great, man. And you got Hutch with the whole nothing to see here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's all about the personalities. I think probably 80% of the people that even watch those, those videos are long. Those videos are typically 45 minutes, even an hour long. And the people that have been watching it have just been referring to it as like a podcast. They don't know anything about what's going on as far as the Magic the card game goes. They just like listening to the banter and the politicking that goes on. So it's fun to do, and I'm excited that people enjoy watching them.
Yeah, so. I think it's brilliant. But let's go ahead and move on to Brink. And let me just go ahead and say that when a new first-person shooter comes out, I don't care how skeptical people are, there's some part of them that's hoping it's better than Call of Duty. There's just some small piece, like, please let this be better than Call of Duty. And Brink, it has a lot of disappointment upon its release. And me and Ben here haven't played it yet, but you have quite a bit of time with it right now. I wanted to know your thoughts on Brink and maybe some of its downfalls and some of the things that you really like about it.
Yeah, Brink is not going to be a Call of Duty killer, first of all. The reason Call of Duty is so popular is because of its accessibility, the current fan base that it already has, and the simplicity of playing the game. The thing with Brink is it's a really complicated game. There's literally, I think it's like a 10-minute tutorial video that the game suggests you watch even before playing the game.
Wow.
So there's tons of different things you have to know. And it's primarily, I think, like a multiplayer game. So that's the huge focus behind the game. But the multiplayer, the servers and stuff have been really laggy, really kind of off the first few days after the release. And that's really, that's put like a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. But I personally like the game. I think there's a lot to it that is different, and I enjoy a challenge. That's why I'm having fun with it. But at the moment, the online experience is not where it should be at the beginning of the game's release. So
and why is that?
It's just super laggy. Every game you get into, connections are really bad, and a lot of people have been complaining about frame rate issues and things like that. And I've played online. I played maybe 10 games, and out of those 10, maybe 2 of those have been a playable connection throughout the entire game. 2, maybe 3. So that's disappointing, as a lot of people's first experience with the multiplayer is going to be tainted in that way. But I say give it a week, let Bethesda and those guys get all their servers and everything cleaned up, and then you might want to give it a shot, because it's not Call of Duty. You can't go into this game, trying to treat it like Call of Duty. There's so much more to it. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. It really enforces like a team aspect. So if you're one of those people that really enjoy playing with a team and communicating and stuff, I think you'll really enjoy the multiplayer side of this game. But
well, Mike, didn't you point out when you did your not a review video, just your first thoughts video, that as for a game that's being team oriented, or that much of a team oriented game, there's not even a party chat feature, or isn't there some issue like that where you can't even jump in with your own guys?
Yeah, we had that problem the release night or whatever. I was trying to play with a Hutch and a couple other guys, and there was something, and Hutch actually brought it up when they were doing, Machinima was doing their live stream. He actually asked, I forget who it was. I think it was one of the developers that they had on the live stream, but he asked him about the party chat, and the guy really, I don't think he answered Hutch's question, or maybe Hutch didn't phrase it, clearly enough. But yeah, the thing with Call of Duty and Halo have really good party systems, okay, really good ways to keep track of players, keep them together, and make sure they get into the same games. And with Brink, the menus are really confusing right now. I don't know if they plan on switching those up at all. And it's really hard to put a party together, go into a game all as one group, and stay on the same team, which is something the first night we couldn't do anyway. I haven't tried to do it since, but yeah, the party system, and that's crucial in a team-based game if you can't keep your team together and organize everybody. So I don't know. I hope they put something in the works for it. But basically, it was like kind of a race. Somebody jumps into a game, then you have to send invites to everybody else you want in the game and hope that they make it in. So
yeah. See,
that's annoying. Yeah,
that would be that would be very.
So it's
annoying.
it's more than one issue. I mean, it's a few things that seem to have people a little bit skeptical at first. Well, I mean, at least as far as the release goes now.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that it all has to do with kind of what the selling point of the game is. It's the multiplayer team aspect. The gameplay, I think, is really nice. The graphics, and some people have complained about clunkiness and stuff in the controls. I don't feel any of that. I think that the movement is fine. I like the way the weapons work. I like the way the in-game menus and stuff work as you're playing and switching up things. I like the way all that works. It's just the online experience right now is not nice. So
miserable, it seems like.
Yeah, it's rough.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to our last topic. And I want to play nice, so because Shore Wars is here, and I'm trying to get my contract. So I'm not going to name any names. But
well, we're going to have to get on that. We'll get you that worked out.
Yeah. Well, great. One of the problems right now with some of the larger commentators, they're having a little battle back and forth, and some would consider it a moral issue, is that when you post a video, you post it in a certain category. So obviously, Pardon the Dashboard is gaming related. It would go into the gaming category.
Pets and animals? No. Oh.
No, not pets and animals. No,
oh,
not really.
Okay.
I mean, I could put a cat in here. We could do that. But
Pardon the cat.
Pardon the cat.
What?
Anyway, so what people do is they would wait until they get a good amount of views from their own subscribers, look for a category that's lacking in views, and then boom, change the category and then be on the front page of YouTube. What do you think about this, Mike? Do you think that this is it an effective strategy? What's your opinions on this? Because it is a very controversial topic right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been done. It's been done forever. It's been done for a long time, just not in our community. And I think we're an extremely outspoken community. And I don't know if you guys saw, but the partnership program for YouTube just recently released a message saying that they were really going to start enforcing, what is it called?
Miscategorization?
Or category gaming, I think is what they refer to it as.
Yeah,
so it's
that's what
basically you playing the category system, moving your videos around like you mentioned. So, but YouTube is going to start cracking down on that. They're allowing a more accessible way for people to, report miscategorized videos and stuff like that. So YouTube has recognized it. Personally, I try to stay out of drama. I try to stay away from it. There's nothing good that really comes from me being involved in any of that. But I don't know. It's been done for a long time in like the other genres, like the comedy people and will post videos all over the place, and nothing's ever been said. So I don't know.
I mean, but you're looking, I think, at one of the fastest growing phenomenons on YouTube. And gaming is getting larger. And I think when it comes to money, you got to be a lot more professional. And it's difficult for a lot of these newer channels because these are the people that they look up to. And they're looking at their strategies. Like I told you before, when you did your field stripping video, I bought the HD PVR that you said you used.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, and we've discussed the troubles I've had with that. But that's the way it is. I mean, people look at these larger commentators and they use them just as a guide. And when they see something like that, I worry that if something isn't enforced, if something isn't done, this is what you're going to have to do to stay competitive. And it's a moral issue for me.
Yeah, another problem was that, like you mentioned, the gaming category is getting really big. Gaming still doesn't have its own designated slot in the, on the homepage, so I think that that's a way that a lot of people that have been using that system have been kind of making it okay to themselves, saying, look, we don't have a spot. I'm doing this to try to put my video out there so more people see it, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't do it. I'm not going to say you're wrong for doing it because it's been done for a long time. And just because it's been done for a long time, also, it obviously doesn't mean it's right. But I don't know. It just came to like a head recently because two commentators were kind of fighting for the same slot in the same category,
right.
And I don't think anything on that end was like intentionally done out of bad intentions. I think it just happened to happen that way, and it all kind of boiled over. But
yeah. Okay, I have a question then for you guys. Merrill, you say it's a moral issue. First, we had giveaways that some people frowned on. Some people, some obviously subscribers aren't going to complain too much because they're getting an opportunity to get free stuff. But smaller commentators are wondering how can I compete with somebody asking for all these favorites? So eventually the community moved away from giveaways for the most part, and now it's starting to be miscategorization, which has always been an issue, but now it's coming back up. So if we get rid of giveaways and then we get rid of miscategorization, what's going to be next? I mean, I think like you said, Merrill, it's a moral issue. I don't think you just change people's morals, so to say. I think people will continue to try to find a way to advance in a system, to honestly, whatever way you want to call it.
I think the power, and I say that because I mean it, the power of YouTube, because it does have power, is not used the way that it could be. Look at the whole, was it Ashley Seals thing that
yes.
Wings of Redemption did? Look at that. Look what was done there. Okay, that to me is the possibilities of what can be done. And I look at what is being done, and I think it's sad. I mean, just look at what can be done with these viewers, with these subscribers, with these people that watch you on a daily basis. And you need to look at more than just dollar signs. You have power, and I wish more people would use it for something that is better. I don't know.
Well, don't sell yourself short, man. I mean, everybody knows Merrill. If you don't know, Merrill did an awesome thing where he played with subscribers, and for every win, he donated money to the Wounded Warrior Project, which is an awesome thing in itself. So you're absolutely right. We do have that ability as commentators, move in that direction. I just worry that if it's not one thing, it's going to be another. I really do. And I'm sorry, that's just me. I really feel like some people's morals just won't change. If some people are told, no, you can't do this, then they're going to say, okay, well, what can I do to get around it this time? And that's really what I worry about as far as some people in the community.
Yeah, and we're going to have to end this here. This is going like way longer than any other part in the dashboard, but I mean, it's just been a great conversation so far.
No, I don't want to
go. You guys have anything else you want to put out before we end this episode?
I don't know. We might need to do a part 2 though sometime.
We might need to.
I am not opposed to that at all.
I appreciate you guys having me on. So
not as much as we appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, thank you.
It's definitely true. All right, guys. As I say with all Part in the Dashboards, a lot of you are new to this. Part in the Dashboard is a group effort. Okay, so don't just go to my channel because it's hosted on my channel and subscribe to me. A lot of people put effort into this, so I want you to take the time to look at it on YouTube, look at the description, and I put thank yous. I put everybody who has helped me with this, and I want you to take a look at their channels because they all have great things going on, and I really want to support them in their efforts. But other than that, that's all I got here. This is episode 10 of Part in the Dashboard with Onslaught. This is Sergeant Merrill out here.